And so fast forward now 25 more years. Like
Yeah.
what do you think will be that legacy of Cardone? Like if you had to imagine and fast forward, to when you're 90 or
Yeah,
85.
man, dude. Look, I'd love to. Look, my superpowers are activated by antagonism. Okay, like when people antagonize me. I mean, if you want to see me get great at something, just tell me I can't. Tell me I shouldn't. Make fun of me. Uh, Treat me like I'm invisible. And all of a sudden, man, I become this fucking Marvel comic character that Stan didn't write about yet. And I'm going to create a TV network, and they're gonna all come back and want to do business with me. They all ignored me for 20 years, and they're gonna kiss the ring.
So you got a chip
And
on. There's a
I'm
chip on
very
the shoulder.
immature. Yes, 1,000.
Okay.
Part
So
of this is chip. Part of this is I want to say I did it. Not for them. I don't need them to apologize. I don't need them to say you were right and I was wrong. I want the claim. Okay.
Right.
Like I want to know I did it my way. That song by Frank Sinatra, I love it because I want to I did it my way. Now I wish I didn't have to do it my way because it would be easier with their help. But
It's better when you do it your way anyways.
I don't know, but because I'm not, they're not helping me do it with them. So anyway, I want to build a network out. I'm going to build a bank out. This is going to become a bank.
Good.
It's going to become the most trusted bank in the world. It takes care of families and marginalized people and the everyday person. And I'd like to influence the educational process. I'd like to encourage people to homeschool and to see how much easier it could be actually to homeschool their kids and how much more fun and how much more it would do for the family structure that people would start taking responsibility for the kids' education.
Yeah. What about politics?
But bro, you can't do that. You can't do that when the federal government's got an agenda for you to work and not be at home. Okay, $800 billion in America goes to fund school systems. And we're 300,000 teachers short. And no one, from the Democrats to the Republicans, everything in between, would say that our school system is succeeding. It is a fucking dismal failure by everybody's calculation. Nobody argues about that. It takes 12 years to get through high school, to go to college, to be a $2 trillion business that funds annuities at Harvard and Yale. All that money sits with Wall Street. That's all connected, man. Federal government funds $800 billion a year to get some kid to go to higher education, to borrow money from the taxpayers, to get into an annuity fund that funds Wall Street because that money's trapped for 35 years.
Right. It's all an interconnected racket all
Yeah.
together, from education to finance to medicine, if we even want to go there, right?
Sure.
To government. It's all interlinked, and you want to break it up.
I'd love to. I like breaking stuff up.
What about politics? Is that in your future?
Probably not, bro. I mean, you know how I'd get destroyed just by the interviews I've done with you. I mean,
Or would they be amazing and liberating?
my Scientology, they're gonna take Scientology, my religion, and they're gonna distort that and turn it into some crazy out of this world ideas. And
I don't know. I think you're taking Scientology mainstream, Grant. I think you are.
Well, funny thing is, there's a lot of people at my level that go there to study.
Yeah.
And to find that life balance thing.
Oh.
And to find their own answers about things they maybe have questions about, like I did.
When COVID hit, you went down to your church and spent some weeks there, and you talked to me about it on that really good interview we did, where you were straight up telling exactly how it was going down. And I remember thinking, like, wow, you had the foresight to think, I need to go and recharge my batteries and get back to my basics because I'm about to go through some serious storms here and some battles. And I remember you telling me that, man, and that was powerful. I thought it was powerful, you know. And it's not like your normal churches you can go do that at, right? It's not like you can call up the, your local Presbyterian church and say,
most of the churches in the world were closed.
Right.
Like you couldn't even go kneel and pray for an hour, which I think, people doing that together, when two or more come together on anything, I don't care what you're praying to, two or more come together about anything, it's going to be something bigger than if one person did it. So what I do, my church is just a very practical place to go. It's a place where I go and like learn skills. How do I raise my kids? How do I raise a teenager? Raising a child is different than raising a teenager.
Yeah.
How do I start handling my own mortality? How do I start making transitions? How do I tell my own story? All these things are very practical things that the church teaches. That it's not what's the word for religion that's doctrine?
It's like told to you. I don't know.
Believe this. Yeah. Whatever that word is, that's not what this is. It's not where you listen to one person disseminate scripture. This is where you're like, okay, I need to learn about I need to fix my marriage. There's a course for that. Okay. I need, what is it you don't understand about finances? There's a course for that, because spiritually, a person should be in charge of the material universe. Money, income, outbound. Like somebody spending more money than they make is a spiritual violation. It's not a math error. Okay. It's a spiritual violation. It's an out ethics issue. People cheating on the people that they committed to. Most people are not doing that because they want to. And they're not doing it because they think it's the right thing to do. They're doing it because they're unable not to do it. Like what is going on you that's so reactive that you're glued to pornography, or that you feel like you have to cheat on your spouse, or you can't even give your spouse everything that you have in you, or you guys can't even get on the same page because you're so busy bickering. Those things, as a Catholic or a Protestant or a Baptist or a Mormon, most of those aren't courses you get in most churches. And that's not to devalue any religion, because I think all religions are important. If you look back over time, all religions actually have been very, very important to mankind. Having a place for people to go and pray and gather and believe in something together